Hello YouTube. My next video after this one is going to be bullying. But I decided before I did that video to do this video and talk about how I wanted to do this and what I went through. Topics were ranging from bullying to foster care to just random things about my life and how I'm feeling. Um, so I was born on December 16th, 1993, and I was raised in a family of five. My father left me when I was 3 years old. Um, my sister, my one sister left me, and then me, my other sister, my little brother, went into the foster care system. But that will be another topic. Um, a little bit later on about what is foster care and that. Um, I was the type of kid that, as they called it, I was a badass person. Like, I didn't give a fuck about nobody, didn't care about anything. I wanted what I wanted when I wanted it. Thinking back to the days now, 21 years later, I, I'm I'm wondering if that was the best choices I made. Some of the choices I made in as a youth and going into adulthood. Um, it really hurts a lot of people, and a lot of people have hurt me. My sister's a prime example of somebody that uses people. She's a crack, like used to be addicted to crack or still is addicted to crack. I don't know. Um, she used me for over $10,000 every month, stealing my disability. Anything she could get her hands on, she stole. She stole majority of my clothing. My other sister kicked me out and made me go homeless. But through all this, I've had one person for the past 8 years now that has been there and has helped me no matter what I go through. He's always been there, and his name is Dylan. Um, we met in Burlington, Ontario when I was turning 13, and he was also turning 13 a month earlier. And we became best friends, and he knew kind of some of the stuff I was going through with foster care, with my family and that, but didn't know the full extent. But he actually was there and talked to me and asked me if I'm doing okay. Um, and I remember I was 18, turning 19, and he said to me, he's like, "Yo, if you need a place to stay, come rent a place. I'll let you rent a room." I'm like, "Okay." So I ended up moving on December 12th or 13th of 2012, and I've lived on my own parts way, but I've also lived with him some of the time too. I've also lived with my drug addict of a sister. Um, I was not your typical teenager. Um, I felt that I didn't know how to socialize with people. I felt kind of trapped, if that makes sense to a lot of people. Um, I felt like my world was collapsing. Growing up in foster care can really fuck up your mind. And I'm one of the prime examples with being homeless, is because they don't teach you money management. They don't teach you the proper stuff that you need to survive out in this world. Um, I'm going to be suing Children's Aid for uh, $15,000, and up towards 20 grand, um, because of the abuse I took growing up in foster care, the verbal, physically, mentally, and emotionally abuse that I took from them. Um, People talking about my dad, them moving me, they're not training their foster parents properly. Um, it took a while for me to trust a lot of people, and it still to this day takes me a while to trust people because I don't know if that person is going to fuck me over, or if they're going to use me, or if they're going to just say shit behind my back. Um, Even now, a lot of people don't get me, and that's understandable. I'm not an easy person to get, but I give people the respect and the honesty that they deserve. Um, Depending on my moods, I do listen to all types of music. It could be rock and roll if I'm in a really good mood. It could be country if I'm in a good mood. If I'm in a really depressed mood or upset mood, then I listen to more upsetting songs. For example, Whiskey Lullaby um, by Brad Paisley, I think it is. Um, Stomping Tom I listen to when I'm happy. Rest in peace, Stomping Tom. During these videos, please comment and leave any topics you want me to talk about, um, and I will get to them. Uh, so have a good day, YouTube, and hopefully you guys leave comments. Thank you.